Hi guys, welcome to the BigBasket YouTube channel. I'm Chef Megha. Today we're going to do a really interesting Middle Eastern dip. This one is actually my favorite. This is made with roasted red peppers. It's called Muhammara, if you haven't guessed it yet. So what is the Muhammara? Muhammara essentially has a roasted red pepper. I also do variations with different peppers, but the roasted red pepper is actually the most traditional one, was delicious. It always has a nut. I use walnut, but traditionally walnut, pine nuts mixed together are often used. You need something sour and acidic, which can come through lemon juice, vinegar, apple cider vinegar, or even pomegranate molasses, if you can get your hands on that. Something sweet, which can come from regular molasses, but also pomegranate molasses actually works as a sweetening and a souring agency, which is great because it, is what is traditionally used. Otherwise, you can use honey or sugar. Try not to use sugar, but honey or black molasses. And then need something salty, which is obviously we use salt for that. So essentially, it's like a full rounded flavor, which is amazing. And I feel any Middle Eastern menu is incomplete without a Muhammara. But even if it's like falafel, shawarma, or anything, it just brings the entire meal together, and I absolutely love it. So let's get into it. For Muhammara, you need a roasted red pepper. It's traditionally made with a roasted red pepper, but if you're out of it, you can also make it with the yellow pepper or the green capsicum, either or. So take a large Shimla mirch and put it on your stove with the flame on high. So this is essentially the same method like how you make the Megha. It's the same thing, put it on the flame, and then we put it on the flame, we're kind of turning it around to ensure there's even charring on both sides. How do you know it's charred? As you can see, it becomes black, the skin. We're not overcooking it. We are not overcooking it. We are essentially just caramelizing the skin so it easily comes out. And then once it's done and black all over, but only the top layer, not the inside, because we don't want to burn into or eat into the flesh. Then you put that into a mixing bowl or any bowl and it cover it with a lid, so the heat doesn't escape. What happens when you don't let the heat escape, it creates a steam inside that scent bowl. And then it's very easy to take out the skin for a Muhammara, because we use it without the burnt skin, but we can leave a little bit of that charred skin on, because what happens with that is just a nice caramelized and charred flavor. So Muhammara, or Muhammara, like how we want to say it, basically comes all the way from Syria, and the flavor palette is actually very, very close to the Indian palette. So we're using things like cumin in it, we're using red chili powder or paprika or Kashmiri red mish. So Kashmiri red mish gives it the nice sweet, spicy, colorful red flavor and visual appeal as well. So it's roasted red pepper inside this bowl. So as you can see, this all the steam which has formed, and this is going to make it really easy to remove the skin. Don't forget this step, please. Otherwise, you'll get like a broken red pepper. So how do you do this? You can use your hands, wear a glove, literally just take this out. It's that simple. Some people, if you're doing many red peppers, you may want to wash your hands in between. Please don't do that, because there's oil which comes naturally from the pepper, which we don't want to be washed away. Because you can wash your hands, but don't wash the pepper, please. If you have a little bit of your charred skin left, that's beautiful, because that adds a nice smoky flavor to it. And it's really that simple. And what I do, okay, I've got this ready here. 1 second. I'm going to get wash my hands. Wait. Get my blender, I'll wash my hands up now. So now we're going to get a quick leash making the Muhammara. There are many variations of Muhammara you find. Different households in the Middle East make the Muhammara differently, so that's actually quite interesting. I'm going to teach you guys the basic version. You can find your own texture combination that we like, but the basic ingredients still remain the same. So for the pepper, I'm going to be lazy and break this with my hand. Can you see? Okay. So you just literally remove the skin, get the head off. A lot of people remove the seeds. I like to keep a little bit of the seeds in, or you can take it out if you like. That's it. It's really that simple. Then what do we add? What we add next, all the ingredients. So the sweetness, which is from honey, sugar, black molasses, or pomegranate molasses, whatever you have. Try to stay off sugar if you can. So this dip essentially is like a mix of 3 main flavors, actually 4. Something khatta, something sweet, something a little salty, and also spice. So with a bit of honey there, then a pinch of salt, actually 2 pinches of salt, some cumin powder, So the cumin powder is actually very distinct to the Muhammara flavor. I feel the Muhammara is incomplete without the cumin punch in the dip itself. Walnuts. And so now you can add lesser walnuts or more walnuts. It's really up to you. What walnuts does to the dip is makes it really nice and creamy. Also super healthy though. But you don't like OD on I didn't understand OD. Okay, forget that. But doesn't matter. And then we add the spice element. I'm using Kashmiri lal mirch. By the a little more because I guess spicy, you can add lesser or more, up to you. If you don't have Kashmiri lal mirch, you can use the kind of regular lal mirchi, or you can use chili flakes, totally up to you. You can actually also use sabut lal mirch, like the whole dried chili, which you can soak in water and then use that as well. If you're using that will be a lot more spicy, so don't use too much. Maybe for one red pepper, I would recommend maybe using 2 at max. And then we add some extra virgin olive oil. So if you see, extra virgin olive oil actually is used across all the corned meze, which is there. Corned meze in the Middle East is often referred to as corned food. All the different dips that we have in the Middle East goes under the section of corned meze. So corned meze dips often use a lot of extra virgin olive oil because that's very easily available there. And that's usually the cooking medium as well, olive oil at large. And then we blend this. Just one more thing, we can make this without bread or we can make this with bread. Bread also creates a nice texture into the Muhammara. Sometimes they make it when I have some bread left over. In fact, if you often have the bread and the end of the bread which no one wants to eat, you can actually store that and you can use that for these dips. It's beautiful. So I'm gonna add just like half a piece of bread, because we just have one with red pepper in this. Break it down. It can also be toasted, it's totally up to you. And then you blend it. Oh nice, we have a beautiful, nice, creamy Muhammara. If you want to leave it chunky, which a lot of households in the Middle East do, you can actually use a food processor instead of a blender, but the processor doesn't make it creamy but nice and chunky. So it's totally up to you. And this is one of my it's actually my favorite Middle Eastern cold meze / dip that I must have every time for Middle Eastern meal. I'll show you guys how to quickly plate it. It's very simple. A lot of Middle Eastern dips are actually plated like this. Put it in, take a bowl, and you can take a small, like a high bowl or a low open bowl. Take your dip, use a spatula as the best way to get all your food out of the blender versus a spoon. Put everything out. And then you take a spoon and then you spread it all around. Food is a lot like art actually, and it's so similar, the two. And you can drizzle a little bit of olive oil, extra virgin olive oil please. Maybe add a little bit of chili powder to it. If you have some microwaves at home, you can add a little microwaves to it. Maybe a little walnut on top. We have some more walnut now, and that's it. We can also actually add a little bit of cumin powder on the side as well, not too much. And then just a little bit of walnut or pine nuts if you like, maybe olives. A friend of mine recently told me olives is amazing for cold meze as well. And you can also add walnuts to top it on off. Just around the corner. Lightly. And you can serve it with some pita. So I'm going to take a little taste. Would you guys like to taste some? Wait, I won't let you taste some first. And only then I will. Who's the guinea pig today? Who's the guinea pig today? We keep you welcome. So you can serve Muhammara with, so if you're making a cheese board at home, or if you have people coming for dinner, just do a couple of these dips with some crackers, with some pita bread, and it's just beautiful and adds so much color to your table as well, and so many flavors, like a mouthful of flavors. So I hope you enjoy making it, because I love eating it, and I do hope you enjoy eating it as well. And it's super healthy as well, as you can see. If you worry about too much extra virgin olive oil, you can reduce it. It's not a problem at all. But please try it at home, and if you have any questions, then you can comment on the section below, and I would be more than happy to answer one of your questions. Thank you guys for joining me today. Don't forget to subscribe to the BigBasket channel and hit the bell icon. If you guys love this recipe, you'll find all the ingredients in the description below. Don't forget to make it at home and tell me how it was. Have a great day. Bon appetit.